Uwe, you are an assistant professor at the School of Innovation Sciences of this university, the Eindhoven University of Technology. You are also the co-founder of an open access journal, the International Journal of Internet Science. As I said, it is an open access journal, and I suppose you had special reasons to decide for open access. So why was that, Uwe?
When Ulf Reibs, my colleague and the co-editor of this journal, and myself discussed about the journal, it was immediately clear to us that we would go for an open access journal. The field of research that is represented in the journal, the International Journal of Internet Science, is about how can we use the internet to enhance doing research. How can we use the internet for data collection? How can we enhance online experiments? How can we analyze transaction data that we can find on the internet so that social science functions in a better way? And therefore it is quite natural that we use the internet for our own purposes, for the purpose of that journal, and therefore we decided to start with an open access journal, because that really provides no barriers for the dissemination of the results of the articles, and therefore I think the research system, the social science researcher, profit in an optimal way from the journal.
Okay, yeah, that's clear, yeah. So I understand open access is really in line with the scope of this journal. But I'm also curious, the journal is now in its fifth volume, but I'm curious, did it mean a lot of work to establish the journal? And of course, how is the journal doing now? The prestige.
Yeah, of course it did mean a lot of work, and it still does. At the beginning we were busy spreading the information about the name of the journal itself. That took a lot of time. In the meantime, I think the journal is doing pretty well, but we still have to invest a lot of time, because as a new journal you have to provide incentives, good reasons to authors for giving us their manuscripts. When an author submits a manuscript, we really try to give him very detailed feedback. We not just give feedback or send the reviews of 2 or 3 reviewers. We always give comments on our own. At least one editor does so per manuscript. That is, we try to synthesize the comments of the reviewers, try to make sense out of it, we try to emphasize what should be enhanced first and what are other weak points, what are strong points, and that means it takes a lot of time to do that. But I think the authors really profit from it, and as far as we get feedback from them, they are happy with that, and we hope that this is beneficial not only to the authors but to the journal as well in the long run.
And the prestige of the journal, can you elaborate on that a little bit?
At the moment, in 2010, we're going to publish 2 issues per year. That means we have at least 8 research articles and a number of book reviews, but we still, of course, are in need of high quality submissions, and that is really something that I would like to emphasize. So if you're an author and have a nice manuscript, go to the website and submit your manuscript to us. But nevertheless, although we are pretty young, the journal is pretty new, I think we are doing very well. We calculated some impact numbers, how often are the manuscripts, the published articles cited by other researchers, and we are doing pretty well, I think. We compared our impact numbers with the numbers of other more traditional journals that were established in the 90s, so they are much older than our own journal, but nevertheless we do not score worse. Sometimes we even score better, and that is very promising, I think, for such a journal.
That's nice to hear. Uwe, many thanks for your contribution.
Thank you.
Okay.